Twitch because they do right now, unless you're saying for the streamer to pay, but they do for viewers right now. It's Twitch Turbo, which is, I think it's like $11 a month, and you don't get any ads on any streams. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's truthfully, like, even as little as I'm on Twitch as a viewer right now, like, or have been, Twitch Turbo has been so worth it for me. Just not having ads is like, if I have the opportunity to have a live streaming service or YouTube type video watching service and just like not see ads, I'm gonna take that every time. That said, it's not really worth it if you're not on Twitch a lot. Like, if you pop in once a year, maybe not worth it to pay for every month, but when we were on, spent so much time, energy making content to give up over 50% of it to Amazon to be able to plug into their service. It is not, yeah, it's not easy to do exclusively streaming on Twitch full time. Like, the number of subscribers you have to have is absurd if you're basing it off of just like sub count. But yeah, I think as like a supplemental thing, it's solid. And also, like, I don't know, I almost feel like the community aspect of it almost makes up for it. Like, specifically if you already have like a full-time job elsewhere and you're already like okay financially, like, just being able to have a community and kick back and chill, and doesn't seem like much, but it adds up. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, if you have responsibilities that $15 a month can go to, like, definitely wouldn't be expected to buy into it. Yeah, it's like I said, it's worth it if you have, like, if you don't need that $15, 11 or 12 bucks, $15 a month, whatever, like, left over for other things. If you don't need it for other things that are like more important, and you're on the platform enough, like, it makes sense to me. But also, like, none of that goes to directly to streamers, right? So it actually might, because I know YouTube does a thing where if you have YouTube Premium, the YouTube channel gets money, that gets the ad revenue from those viewers, as if they watch the ads, even though they don't get them. I don't know if Twitch does the same thing or not. I would have to look into it, but I took was so hard with my full-time job, maintaining the channel and supporting everyone else. Tough to keep it going. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you were streaming a lot too. You were streaming a lot and you had a full-time job. Do not think Twitch works that way. It should. I think it should. You were amazed that I was crushing work full-time and pushing so hard on Twitch in the end just became cost-benefit decision. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you were grinding and had a full-time job at the same time. You were streaming as much, if not more, than some of us who didn't have full-time jobs at the time. And that was just like, yeah, that was like, I'm not surprised that you made the decision to, like, go on a hiatus. Time to streaming, it was streaming. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's who was I talking to about, was it, I might have been talking to Hugo about it. No, who the hell was I was talking to someone about it, that, like, if you have a full-time job and you're also pushing for content creation full-time, it's fucking tough. I was talking to a coworker who also just got back into streaming again, which, if y'all want to make this dude's day, he has been streaming off and on for like 10 years, and just like, but he doesn't push himself at all. He doesn't care too much about pushing himself too far, but he also, he's a silly goose. If y'all want to drop him a follow, I think it would seriously, like for him to get random followers, I think it would give him a nice little surprise to come into. Let me find his stream real quick. Um, that work? Yep. He's a coworker of mine. He's been streaming off and on for like 10 years. And he's a silly goose. Um, do my stream schedule and modding for him. It's all I did outside of work. Yeah, it takes a huge toll. Mahler, thank you so much for dropping Pinnacle Soups a follow. Not to discount the vibes and good feels you get with streaming, but this boy we have and the joy and laughs most days are so much more valuable to me. Good. Like that's how it should be. If you if you yeah, if you ended up if you put like because you were grinding fucking hard. If you kept doing that, after having a kid, I wouldn't say I'd be disappointed, but I would be kind of I guess I would be a little concerned. Because you were grinding hard, and it was great while you did, but also the toll it took on you was a lot. We judge you, it's okay to say. I don't know how much judgment it would be as much as just like probably concern. 1,200 hours in those first years each. Yeah, dude, you were while working full time. Don't understand. I don't get it. I'm working full time now, and I'm literally like, even just doing this, 31 days of December, like, I'm live for like 2.5 hours a day at this point, and like, I'm good. If I did any more, I'd burn myself out, and I wouldn't be able to finish the month, at all. Like the past year or two, where I was streaming a bit too much and trying to push myself a little too hard, and I got to like the fifth, not even the 15th. I think last year I got to like the 5th day, and I was like, I'll be off and on. Sorry. But feeling good about it this year so far. Limiting myself to like, I think I had one stream where I was grinding Rocket League for like 4 hours, but I was so focused on the game that it wasn't a huge deal. But if I was trying to stream 4 to 6 hours a day, nah. Like 15 years now, I give you so much credit. It's not easy. I appreciate that. I mean, I haven't been consistent with it, right? Like, my consistency has been fucking awful. It's been super thin. I mean, even when I think the most I ever streamed in like a shorter time period was 2020, 2021. And even then, it was like, a few times a week for a few months. And then I disappeared for a month or two here or there and then come back. I've never been consistent with it. I just burned myself out too much and too quickly. And that was even without a full-time job. So 40 days off so much and knew at that point that I wasn't being true to myself. Yeah. 100%. 100%. That's, I think, what a lot of people don't recognize or realize more consistent than me. I mean, your main thing, Kugo, wasn't streaming though, right? Like when you were doing like a lot of YouTube, you were pretty consistent with it, weren't you? Like full transparency, I've never gone to look. I'm sorry. I do apologize as your friend. I feel bad for saying that, but you must have been relatively consistent with like YouTube when you did that, right? Streamed after every video you uploaded. Okay. I've gained more from that experience than I could have ever have. Future wife, a beautiful child, and some amazing friends that will last a lifetime. Even when we only speak on and off during the year. I hear ya. I hear ya. Yeah, that like 2.5 year stint, 2020, 2021, a little bit into 2022 was for how fucked the world was at the time. There's some really amazing memories and friends made. I have your actual cell number. If not, we need to do that. I will, if you want to right now, shoot me a DM on Discord to ask. I will send it to you after stream. Happy to do that. That would be great to keep in touch that way. I do think Twitch needs to use some of that Twitch Turbo income to give to streamers when they run ads for folks that don't have Twitch Turbo or who do have Twitch Turbo because they're not seeing the ads. But I do think some of that revenue should just send mine to you. Okay, cool. I will add it and then I'll text you after stream. Got you. I don't think of what to play today. Wise.
Good morning,
Llama.
It's me,
Sunrise Clouds
Wanted
too.
to say hi.
Oh
Wish you a
my.
Great day. Tell you that meeting you yesterday and getting a look at you was probably one of the greatest moments of my life. You were so beautiful. You don't know how beautiful you are to me. I mean, just you're gorgeous. You're precious.
Sunrise Clouds, hello. Thank you so much for that. Welcome in. Good to see you. We have all of the old OG homies coming in today. Super stoked to see ya. To correct, a beautiful future wife, talented, smart, sexy, and an amazing mother and cook. Good shit. good shit. I'm an OG enemy. Gargle is the OG homie. How you doing, Sunrise? Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. I had someone. There was someone that came in the stream like 3 days ago, and they dropped a follow age, and they've been following for I think it was 11 years. And I was like, who are, like I didn't ask them who they were, but I was in my head I was like, I don't remember you. Like it's like, oh, so good to see you. It's been so long. Hope you've been doing well. Miss my own emojis. I miss seeing your emojis, your emotes all over the place too. I miss seeing them a lot. You're in office now that my old stream space is the nursery, so the man can't escape my snarky comments. I hear ya. I shouldn't have mentioned it. It can only pump out one at a time. Sorry, y'all. 4.5 years is still crazy. That's still such a long time. Another 4.5 years? Yeah. That must have been 4 years, 6 months would have been June of 2020, right? 4.5 years. Yeah, June 2020 was a big month. I was looking at my my analytics from that year the other night, and like going on 4 years. Yeah, that's crazy. I was looking at my analytics the other night from that time frame, and like I started streaming again like more consistently in April to May of 2020, and then June 2020 popped off. Good old Trials days. Are you still part of the Trials community? Is that community still going? I've been considering dipping my toes back into the game again, but I haven't even thought about it. I was talking to someone also the other day that was like, "Oh, you really liked the Trials games," and I was like, "I completely forgot I had ever played those because it's been so long." I've known you much longer than 4 years, but that's when I started actually using Twitch. Yeah, girl, we've been friends for. We must have met in like 2017, 2018. I'm thinking 2018. 2018. Yeah, that sounds about right. 6 years is almost 7 years is crazy. Screaming with the 7 years coming in flexing. Community's gotten smaller as there's no new content and no hopes of a new Trials. Damn. That's actually kind of shocking that there hasn't been new content and there's no talks of another Trials game. I feel like that community is pretty strong. Pretty strong. So many peeps I don't know where they ended up. Buddy, Squid, Ninja. Screamy, thank you so much for dropping that Prime subscription. 22 months is awesome. Welcome back to the Hurdling crew. Appreciate the hell out of you with that one. Kugo with 4.5 years also. 4 years, 5 months, 19 days. Mahler and Kugo followed me on the same day. The odds of that. Spuddy on Insta not too long ago. I also saw Spuddy post on Instagram not too long ago. So at the very least, he's doing well. Like he's still popping in and out. He's still around. Big day for the happy herd. Absolutely. Follow buddies. 5 months and I've been a mod the whole time. Don't even remember how to mod anymore. But if anyone messes around, I'll figure out how to ban. You're all good. You're all good. We haven't had any like trouble. We haven't had any trouble the past week or so. So hopefully it stays that way. Yeah. Strong community, but the main player base has been very small for a while now. Lots of people know or played Trials at some point, but very few people stick around. Yeah, it's one of those games that, like, I loved the shit out of it, and one of the things that kept me coming back was the community. And I think it's one of those games that, like, you hit a certain like skill level, and it's really hard to break through a wall to get past it. And I think that's what kind of why I kind of moved on to other games personally, was like I had a certain like skill level that was like I was decent, but I couldn't compete with, like, you know, some of the harder tracks. I couldn't compete with other folks that were on the leaderboards or anything, but it was also like it was more frustrating than anything to push anymore. It was more frustrating than anything to push further than where I was. Again, I've thought about tipping my toes back in, but I was hoping there would be another game, some form of update, but point sooner or later, even at the highest level. Yeah. I think the highlight for me for Trials was Mad Moto Man. Mad Moto Man was made a map and threw a like Jolly Llama Easter egg in there for me. Probably highlight of my time playing Trials. Like, I've never had anything like that done before. So fucking sick. Still playing FF, like Final Fantasy? Are you asking me if I'm still playing Final Fantasy? Because I played it for like an hour the other day. And I haven't picked it back up again yet. Don't Instagram, so I don't have a lot of interaction with social media peeps. I'm old school. Send me a text message or a letter in the mail. I got you. I'm gonna hit you with a text after stream tonight, and we'll keep in touch over text message. That works for me for sure. I like was off of social media except for like the occasional doom scrolling Instagram reels and like super occasional TikTok scrolling, but like I'm not a huge social media person. The only reason I've been posting on Instagram stories to say I'm going live, because my girlfriend convinced me. She was like, "You gotta." And full transparency, she posted my first few because she was like, "I got you," because she's a little bit more well versed in that. Very fair to me, and Alyssa started leveling in Gears of War 2 since it's free. Gotcha. Partially a joke based on my age. Can I ageism myself? Is that allowed these days? I mean, I think you're allowed to shit on yourself in any capacity. She's the goat. You talking about Molly? Because 110%. Help me see you were doing this again this year. I was stoked. Hell yeah. That's how I knew you were and saw your Instagram. Hell yeah. So glad to hear that it's working. Slane, hello. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Last 2 years or so, I've been taking breaks. Hard to motivate myself after I reach my goal, and reaching a higher level takes insane dedication. Exactly. That was the thing with trials is, yeah, you need just an like unprecedented amount of dedication to push past like a certain level. Once you hit your peak, it's so hard to push beyond it. So hard to push beyond it. Seriously, all the all the OGs coming out right now. That's crazy. So happy to see all y'all. Apparently it's popping on Sundays. Capital L is not working. I hate this. Oh no. Are you typing on a keyboard or like are you on desktop or are you on mobile? Guessing desktop. Union Slay miss you guys. I'm on my keyboard. Gotcha. Weird that capital L specifically is not working, but the L button is still working. But other caps are working. That is super odd. That is super, super odd. Yeah, I'll definitely let Molly know that oh, there she is. Couldn't even take the L if he tried. For anyone who hasn't who hasn't met my girlfriend Molly, she's in chat now. Mossy Potholes. She's the uh, she's the reason I've been posting on Instagram. So it's Instagram has been working. It brought Screamy in. It brought Geeky in. It brought kind of additionally Mauler in. So still struggling with my health. I'm sorry to hear that, Slane. I hope everything turns out okay. I'm not sure what's going on personally, but I do hope everything is okay or will be okay. So I love that Fear to Beauty. Absolutely lovely folks in chat. Molly, I'll tell you all about more about these folks later. I've definitely I've talked about y'all in over the past couple of years, but I'll give further insight. It is getting so hot in this room, but I don't want to open up the window because then people outside will hear me talking, and I'm not allowed to take up space, y'all. Heart and stomach issues and cysts in my brain. Fuck. I'm so sorry, Slane. I didn't know that. I do hope things that turn out okay for you, though. I think long run, my heart goes to you. I definitely hope that everything will turn out okay. Went into the closet yesterday and put your sweatshirt on and was like, man, I miss these. Miss these days. Yeah. I've gained so much weight I don't fit into my own merch anymore. But I think that'll happen with a work from home job, and also getting into a happy relationship apparently is a common side effect of it is weight gain. So we're gonna say it's that and not me having depression and not pushing myself enough. Happy relationship has definitely affected my belt line. Hear that. Definitely hear that. Well, if we're doing just chatting, I should probably have chat just on my main screen so I'm not looking over to the side constantly. Not me realizing that half an hour into the stream. Sympathy pregnancy with me? I doubt that was the case. I strongly doubt that is. I strongly doubt that's the case. It reached the days we were pimping ourselves out during just chatting events, considering donating dates. We're pimping ourselves out during the just chatting events, considering donating dates. Is this something I don't remember doing? Was I part of this? Was it just you doing this, or was this? My memory is such shit. Like, completely honestly, like my memory is so fucking. If I was part of that, I'm not surprised, but it's also funny doing a just chatting event as single men. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised at all, but that is very funny. Never did it. We just spoke about it. That's fair. Khadgar. Don't even remember Khadgar. I literally cannot forget you. You are among my like core memories as a as an adolescent growing up. Like yeah, there's no way I forget Khadgar. That's a 0 to 0. My condolences for that. You're fine. You're fine. Goldfish memory facts. Did a couple of mental health talks if I recall. We did. Did a couple of streams of it was me, Mahler, and I feel awful because I don't remember the other guy's name, but he worked in the mental health field. Sunrise Clouds, thank you so much for gifting 5 to the channel. Holy, thank you so much. Thank you. That caught me off guard. Yo, thank you so much. Dare Bear for Life, welcome to the Herdling crew. Utib. Not sure if you're around, but welcome to the Herdling crew. Kugo the Mighty, Mossy Potholes got the sub, and so did Gargle. Let's go. That's a lineup if I've ever seen one. Can't remember that person either. Who was it? I still have I highlighted the VOD, so I can go back and check. But I feel kind of bad. Everyone, please, if you get a chance to thank Sunrise Clouds for that. Can we get also some jolly love in chat for Sunrise for dropping that big gifted 5? I promise I'll be able to type my own fucking emote. What is that command? I was just talking about the emotes. Do I have a command for that? I don't know if I do. I don't remember if I do. I'm gonna go look real quick because I don't recall. Let's go. Let's see. We did a command. Would have been through stream elements, chatbot, chat commands, custom commands. No, but we do have exclamation point Tonka. Yeah, we don't have a love command here. Taught me how to drink in college. There's a specific night at Spencer's house I always think about. I think we think about the same night. There's a picture I have on my Google Photos somewhere of the tally marks on my hand from that night. Going to be the next big streamer if I recall. 100%. Remember having an uwu. We did have an uwu. I lost the audio clip. It was a Channel Point Redemption sound clip, I believe. I think. unless it was a command, but I don't see it on my stream elements anywhere. I think it was a channel point command redemption. Now I get drunk after half a truly. That is, yeah. The Jolly Wama Uwu was a channel point redemption. I lost the sound clip unfortunately. I had some PSE issues some time ago. Geeky called you sexy. I think that was lost in it too. I can always go back and try to find them, but yeah, I had some PC issues some time ago and lost a bunch of the old sound clips. Makes me a little sad, but might have them saved as clips or highlights in. Well, no, it would have been in y'all's stream that I would have clipped it. But Molly is correct. I get drunk after half of a truly now. I take 2 sips of a drink anywhere and I'm gone. I'm like done. I do not have any sort of alcohol tolerance anymore. Don't drink. That's just called being efficient. What Molly tells me. It's makes me a cheap date. What other fun commands do we have? We have exclamation point grind was from, who said this? Aloha Craw. I see him